morning. Welcome to what is easily Britain's fastest moving and most happening Saturday morning programme. You're watching Motormouth. It's live on your telly. This is ITV. I'm Andy Crane, and this is Belinda Carlisle. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
It's very nice to be here. Very nice to see you here. You'll be performing for us a little later on, I know.
Yes,
and
I will.
We'll be talking about the album. But first, I have to say that Gabby Roslin is a very brave woman, because if you put Steve Johnson near some articulated machinery, I wouldn't stand anywhere near him. You're very brave.
Very, very, very brave. Good morning. Steve, you're not actually going to drive this, though, are you?
Of course I am, Gabby. I'm going to start it and drive it.
No, what are you really going to do in it?
Well, you know, last week, Neil had all that opera stuff on. Well, this week, I'm going to be doing a bit of ballet.
Of course you are, Stephen.
Gab?
Yes?
What are you doing with David Essex?
We're going to be talking about Africa and looking at his brand new video and to restore some sanity over here. Neil Buchanan, where are you?
Thanks, Gab. And as I'm speaking now, Steve Johnson is legging out of the studio, not because he's volunteered to do the first outdoor item of the day, but because he is scared of creepy crawlies. We've got creepy crawly expert David Manning in today. What are we going to be doing?
Well, today we're going to be looking at the creatures people love to hate, spiders.
Ah, Steve's favourite, the tarantula. Also on the show today, I'm going to be taking an animation workshop with animator Steve Hughes. Now, Steve's here, he's got all his gear here, and we're going to be taking a look at the animations that you sent him. We'll be showing the best of them. What you got, Andy?
Belinda Carlisle again. Are you frightened of spiders?
Not really, no.
No? Well, so you can stay in the studio for that. You're performing two songs for us later. What are they?
Live Your Life, Be Free, and Heaven is a Place on Earth.
Terrific. Well, we'll look forward to those. We also have some skiffle on the programme as well this morning. That's how we line up between now and 11:25.
Railtown Bottlers, welcome to Motormouth. Hello.
Oh, yeah. Have our calling card.
Oh, thank you so much.
What
Hello.
are you wearing?
Right, thank you. Well, I'm a big fan, you see, hello there, because I'm particularly sensitive to the fine and delicate precision art of skiffle.
Oh, good. What do you want us to do with the sinks in the toilet?
Oh, yes, just leave them out here and I'll get Max to deal with them. Well, so far so good.
Close.
Thanks very much, Nigel. Right, have you met Max then? Met Max? Max is the Railtown Bottlers.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Well, that looks great, Max. Lovely.
Listen, you'd better go and change. The guests are arriving, they'll see
No,
you.
you see, my old man's dustman, he wears a dustman's hat, he wears coal-blindly trousers, and he lives in a council flat. Why?
And your old man found that on one of his rounds, presumably.
Max, this is my skiffle outfit.
Oh, you wore it on purpose.
Of course I wore it on purpose. I'm wearing it in an effort to make the guests feel at home.
Good. How do you like my lovely board?
Oh, well, it's lovely.
Yes, it's great, isn't it?
Yes, it's lovely.
It's so. I think it's sort of rather artistic.
Very artistic, very artistic.
But it's also PR.
Oh, yes, proportional representation. I didn't know you were a political animal, Max.
No, public relations.
Oh, yes.
It's like all about guest care.
Oh, yes, and Max, that's extremely important.
Yes, like not letting your guests wander off to certain death at the hands of Millie.
Right, the things in the yard, could you deal with them, please? Thanks.
Yes, of course I will.
Steve Johnson outside and ready to bring us something a bit exciting in a second. But first, it's Andy Crane, your action news reporter on the scene here live in the Motormouth studio. Do you want to know what's coming up between now and 11:25? I'm sure you do. Well, it's this little lot, this collection of goodies, which includes at 9:40 our Bugs Bunny cartoon and Bugs Bunny today, Lumberjack Bunny. At 10:05, the Samurai Pizza Cats, the cats that always land on their feet. Part 2 of that comes a little later on. Then at 10:45, you just met Belinda Carlisle. She performs her first song at 10:45, quarter to 11, if you still do it in old money. At 10:55, Gary Lineker, captain of the England football team. Two of our Motormouth mates went to meet him, find out how they got on later in the programme. Then at 11, Gabby is joined by David Essex, showing us his snaps of his recent trip to Africa. At 11:10, it's Timmy Mallet on Celebrity Finders Keepers, but please don't let that put you off. But now outside to join Steve Johnson with the only thing he ever gets emotional about.
I love that car because it matches me suit. Now, ballet. It's all about tights, tutus and 12s. Well, that's not for me. I like my ballet in a JCB. absolutely smashing that. I tell you what, I want one, but I can't have one because they all belong to my mate here, Hugh. Hugh, what made you think of the idea of dancing diggers?
Well, I've been driving JCBs since I was 17 and established various tricks and stunts that they can do and pieced them all together into a routine, and it's quite amazing to watch.
It is indeed. Did you think of this when you were working? I mean, did you try practicing it out whilst you were working?
Oh, during the lunch breaks, yes. Put the digger on its side, on the roof, lift it up in the air, everything, yes.
Now, they're pretty, they look pretty big when they're up like that. I mean, how much do they cost?
Over 30,000, probably nearer 40,000 for a high-spec machine.
Oh, a bit more expensive than a normal car then?
Much more.
Is it dangerous?
In the hands of the wrong person can be extremely dangerous.
Oh, well, I'm sure I'll be pretty safe in one. Now, what is all this about?
This is a remote control unit, and I've got a little remote control item that's on the other end of it.
Have you? I can't see it anywhere.
We can't. Well,
No.
it is around here somewhere. I don't know if you can have a good old look around, but you might see it around somewhere. And,
It's not by any chance this big white one, is it?
not a normal radio-controlled car, but in fact a radio-controlled JCB.
Oh, no.
And here it comes.
Oh, so do you want to bring it a bit further?
Yeah,
we can
we'll
have
bring
a
it
look
up.
at it.
We'll bring it up, man. Here it comes.
Oh, no, that's absolutely fantastic, that. I'm going to love this.
Come on, you'll enjoy it, Steve.
I certainly will, pal. Right, let's get going, shall we? Oh, no! I've just trashed my motor! But it was good fun. See you in a minute.
Oh, I can't do this. I'm having a hot flush. Paul! Paul!
Come on, we're going to this. Oh, Paul, come here. This is David Manning. This is Paul, creepy crawly expert. It's bug fan.
Great to meet you. I'm a real insect
Big
enthusiast.
Show him what you got.
Yeah, I've got something
This will
especially
free
for
you.
a hissing cockroach.
That's
Look at that.
fantastic.
Press it.
Wow. What do they eat?
Well, there's all sorts of vegetable matter, fallen fruits, that sort of thing.
Yeah? And, but you wouldn't find one of these in your backyard, would you?
No, these are definitely from the tropics.
Hold on, fellas, hold on. You don't want to be presented, do you?
Oh, no, sorry.
Look, I'll leave you two alone, okay? Look after them.
Yeah,
See you later.
You know, I think your spiders are just so brilliant. They've just got such personality. Oh, what's in this box?
This one's fleas. We've got dog fleas, cat fleas.
Ordinary fleas?
Yeah, and fleas.
Can I have a look?
Yeah, go ahead.
God,
Don't
that's
open it
really-
too far. they
There's
might-
millions of them. It's a really neat box. Oh, I'm sorry.
no.
Listen, Listen, we'll just round them up, okay? And it'll be no problem. They're really amazing. They jump so high. Morning.
Morning.
Sorry, all right, we'll corral them
Paul,
up and...
excuse me, but I need your help. Oh, when you find your contact lens...
Max, be careful! Listen, we're mounting a flea rescue operation here.
Fleas! Oh, filthy things! Kill them!
Max! He's such a kidder. No, they're David's fleas.
Oh, David, I can recommend a very good shampoo for that sort of thing.
They are part of his insect collection that he'll be showing us later on in the show.
Oh, really? I've got an insect collection. Yeah, it's on my windscreen.
Max, how would you feel if you were a flea and I stepped on you?
I'd be grateful. Now listen, I need your help outside. Somebody's left some toilet rubbish in the foyer, and I've got to get rid of it.
Well, Mr. Animal Killer, we're busy. Find someone else.
Well, who else can I find?
Do you know them JCB men are such a laugh? They've just told me the funniest joke.
Excuse me? What are you doing?
I'm just getting these for the JCB men.
JCB men?
Yeah.
Have you started the plumbing yet?
No, I haven't.
Well, I suggest you get on with it, and I will deal with the JCB men. Thank you. Sorry, David. Excuse me. Must flee.
Dressing room 2 Railtown bottlers, dressing room 1 David Essex.
Julia, have the Railtown bottlers arrived?
Oh, yes, they have, and I'm looking after them very well
Smashing
indeed.
good.
And here's the post.
Oh, great, for access.
Right.
Thanks so much. Cheers.
See you later.
Bye.
Oh, Andy!
Yeah?
Andy, you've forgotten one.
Oh, right, cheers.
Okay. Right. Now, what's next? Juliet, was that jacket expensive? Yes, it was a rip-off.
Juliet.
Oh, yes.
This one's addressed to you.
Thank you.
And here's your sleeve.
Thanks. Dear Miss Nichols, my name is Mr. Simpkins and I work for the Department of... I hear on in of man here. I've had a really important letter. We have to discuss it now.
I won't be a minute. I've just got to get on with this plumbing. You see, the sink's blocked. Max has gone off to do the JCB men that I was having a great time with, but I've got to do
Millie! The JCB, DIY, YTS, TVS isn't IRN.
IRN?
Oh, important right now. What I want to say is, the JIH is the AGM in HQ ASAP.
What?
Do I have to spell it out for you, Millie? I'm meeting in the lounge about this letter now.
Oh, dear. Better take the plunge.
Steve,
Yes, mate?
do you know what sort of part of the programme this is?
Of course I do. It's the bit I love, you see. It's the bit where you read out me fantastic pinhead poems, right?
Yeah.
And then you do me brilliant coat of many letters. And then you look at some excellent pictures of me fantastic brain.
Yeah.
I'll be looking forward to it all week, and I'll bet you have not.
Well, I have, and I haven't, because, well, basically, it's also the part of the programme where you go completely over the top and spoil it for the people at home who've written their letters in for us to read out, and quite frankly, Steve, I've had enough of it.
Are you right, Andy? Do you need to see a doctor or a nurse or a social worker?
No, because you may remember last week I appealed to the nation, nay, pleaded for your help on how to deal with Steve Johnson, and my plea has been answered by Lisa Dutchin from Middlesbrough in Cleveland, who writes, Dear Andy, I sympathise with you about having to put up with Steve. Why not tie him up? So that is what I am going to do. Because quite honestly, Steve, I've had enough of it. Wheelchair, armchair, waste paper, basketball, pork pies, lemons, being kissed by teddy bears, things with wigs on. I've had enough.
Well, Andy, you can't tie me up, mate. It's bad for me image.
If I don't tie you up, Steve, it's bad for my sanity. Are you comfortable?
No.
Good. Then we'll move right along. Starting with a letter which comes from Yvette Sales, who's written to us from Rotherhithe in South Yorkshire, or Rotherham in South Yorkshire. I haven't read the joke out yet, actually, Steve. The joke goes, who is a Teddy's favourite singer?
Barry Manilow.
There is a gag to go with that rope.
Hey, Andy, you've gone mad. You've gone mad.
We'll move on quickly to Steve's rogue brain. First one comes from Paul Cook, who's written from Chad in Somerset. Now, you'll have to look very closely because Steve's brain is minusculely small, squeezed in there betwixt and between those two small peas. Thank you very much indeed. We will send you a Motormouth T-shirt.
See, that picture's made me feel hungry.
Has it? Open wide, then. From Clwyd comes this one from Sharon Hughes. She writes, Dear Motormouth, I think the only place you'll find Steve Johnson's brain is in a ditch, and quite honestly, I couldn't agree more. So thank you very much indeed for your letter. Sorry, would you like to read one out? Oh, right, well, go ahead. Oh, sorry.
Oh, ow, my lips. I think you should call Steve Johnson Bungalow, because he's got nothing upstairs.
Absolutely right. Thank you, Greg Lomax from Bracknell in Berkshire. We will send you a Motormouth T-shirt as well. Pinhead poems, I think we'll do now.
Pinheads, I love them.
No, I'm going to do the Pinhead poems this week because you're out of hand and I just think you should just sort of shout or something.
Shout? Yes. I could do that.
Vicky Morrissey writes from Rhondda in Mid Glamorgan, you've just read my Pinhead. That's brilliant, and you are now officially a Welsh
Pinhead!
Sam Quigley was 5 on the 21st of September. Happy birthday for then, Sam. Mice are rather nice, and you are also now a 5-year-old
Pinhead!
Yes, I know my earpiece has gone. Look, my earpiece has fallen out, but never mind. I'm ploughing it. I was ploughing on in a smooth and professional manner until you brought it to the attention of the general public. On to the rags and tags for your coat of many letters. No, you're a little too tied up for that, I fear, at the moment.
I know. Have you just untied me?
No, I'm not going to untie you, Steve, because I've got somebody else to do it this week.
Don't be silly. Nobody could do it with my flair, my aplomb, my certain... What makes me Steve Johnson?
Je ne sais quoi. Nobody except the guy I found. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome to the Motormouth Little Steve and his coat of many letters?
No!
Oh, hello, yes,
No,
it's
no,
Little
no.
Steve here. And you can shut up because you're bobbins, and just because you're a rotten TV presenter, you're ruining it for stars of the future.
Pass me some scissors, someone!
Open wide, Steve.
Hey?
Thank you. Right, Little Steve.
Yes, so we do the letters now.
Yes, we'll do the rags and tags. Starting with, where are we going to start with? The one on the sleeve, there we are. This says Steve Motormouth Johnson. That's from Paul Palmer in Southend. So congratulations, Paul. We'll send you a T-shirt for your trouble. Thank you for that. Danger Zone on the back here. There we are. Oh, where's my bit of paper? That's from Catherine Hellum, who lives in Bolton. Thank you, Catherine. And over this side here, he said, hoping you can get through it without collapsing, Luke Merritt from Winchester sends us this one of Steve Johnson as well, which is brilliant.
Would you like me to do the address now, Andy?
Yes, I certainly would, Little Steve.
OK, if you'd like to send us a rag or tag, and please make them on fabric, not paper, this is the address. It's Motormouth, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. Motormouth, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much indeed. And do remember that rags and tags should be on fabric and not paper. You can shut up.
You're rubbish, you are.
OK, Andy, would you like me to introduce the cartoon now?
I would, Little Steve, in a smooth, polished and professional manner.
OK, now on Motormouth, it's a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Are you free next
Can you
week?
make this snappy because they're spreading out in there?
Right. Well, I've had a letter from the Health and Safety Department.
Oh, no, more paperwork.
And they've expressed an interest in coming to visit us here.
Okay.
And they're coming on the 28th of September 1991.
Right, 28th of September.
That's today.
It's today.
Yes, and they say that if we contravene any of the rules of the 1956 Health and Safety Act, we will be shut down.
What?
But I'm not going to panic because there aren't any problems, are there?
No.
There's no problems.
No.
There's an insee-winsee problem in the loo. There's no running water in the sink, so you can't wash your
And
hands.
there's a little
after.
problem in the props room because there's a small localized flea epidemic in there.
And I haven't washed up in here all week.
And there's a crew of JCB men with oily boots and they're after their breakfast.
So, I was right, there isn't a problem. There's a catastrophe!
It's okay, Juliet, because this inspector, he's probably just some silvery-haired old gent with not much going on upstairs. You know?
No, Paul, they're never like that. Tall, long black coat, black gloves, sinister,
Millie,
shifty eyes.
You've been watching too many horror films.
Because they don't want to call attention to themselves. Hey, he might even come in disguise.
Disguise?
Yeah, he could be disguised as a guest or something.
Or even one of us.
Ow! Sorry, just checking. Can't be too careful. Look, we've got to warn Max. Where is he?
Well, he's out in the yard. Somebody's dumped a load of junk out there and he's clearing it up.
Oh, that's not a load of junk. That's the skiffle instruments.
My finger slipped on the joystick.
Oh, smashing, Max!
That'd be brilliant. Now, these instruments that we're surrounded by here belong to animator Steve Hughes. Steve is holding an animation workshop with the guys here throughout the morning. Let's have a look at some of the instruments we're using there, Steve. What we got?
This is a Zoetrope, which is actually a converted record player, and it's animating these frames of drawings.
Right.
To make a nice little animation here.
This is the heart of animation, isn't it? The sequence of drawings.
That's right, yeah, and this is a nice cycle, so you can use the same 12 drawings over and over again.
So you put it in and it looks something like that. Very effective. What happens if you want to do something longer than that sequence?
Well, you've got to get your individual pictures onto film.
Yeah.
So it'll film or video, but this is a piece of film. So
each drawing is equivalent to a frame?
That's right, yes. You 2 frames to a drawing.
Right, and where'd you go then?
Well, you use a stop-motion camera like this, which gives you... it's got a little button here.
Yeah.
So you've got your stack of drawings.
So you got your pictures. Now, this reminds me of the old Flickr book. Have you done one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we've all done one of these,
like
haven't we? The old Flickr book. So you got all the drawings there?
That's right, yeah. And then you take them all one at a time, put them under the camera here, and you click off the frames by pressing the red button.
OK, and what's this thing underneath?
It's a light box.
Right.
Makes it a little bit easier when you're drawing a lot of drawings to... you can see the first one you drew underneath, so it's a bit like tracing.
OK, well, you get started. Loads more animation later on Motormouth, including, of course, Samurai Pizza Cat. We've got music from Belinda Carlisle, and I'll be raiding the rooms in Finders Keepers. See you in a minute. Right, where do we start? got to get spiders for the... Paul! Paul, have you got the... Oh, there you are. Great.
Thanks very much for the sandwich. You saved my bacon. Well, you see, the thing is, I'm actually normally a very, very, very good administrator. It's just that no one ever seems to listen to me.
Oh, excuse me, Rod. Excuse me, please. Come on. Juliet,
Yes.
never mind.
Yes.
Never mind.
Good.
I know that the instruments have been smashed to smithereens. I know that the group are a bit worried about what they're going to play on. I know that at the moment you smell like Phyllis, who works in the Greasy Spoon Cafe. But I also know the answer to all of your problems, and it's waiting for you at the end of the corridor.
I'm sorry about this, little fellas, but we can't let the inspector see you, can we? Right, now you just feel a little sleepy, and when you wake up, you'll be back in your nice little box. 792, 793, 794...
Millie, that is fantastic!
Thanks.
Catch your breath. Did you make that?
Yes.
That is incredible.
Do you want to go?
Well, it's not really me.
Go on.
Well, look, don't tell anyone.
All right, lick your lips. And like blow.
What now?
Yes.
Okay, now. Right.
Yeah.
Lots of people are terrified of spiders, including our own Steve Jono, who is now at this moment locked in his dressing room. Well, David Manning is with us this morning to give us a couple of pointers as to why we shouldn't be scared of spiders, maybe a few as to why we should. Now, let's start with the common British house spider that you're clutching in your hand there, David. Is it venomous?
It is. Well, in fact, all spiders are venomous, but venom is really just a modified saliva, so it's not necessarily anything to be scared of.
So what would happen if you had a nip off that one?
Absolutely nothing. In all probability, I wouldn't even feel it.
OK, well, let's move on to this one now. What would happen if you had a nip off this one?
Well, because it's a much larger spider, it would, of course, have more venom.
What is
it?
it?
So, this is an African baboon spider.
What does venom actually do?
Well, venom is really used by the spider to trap the insect, you know, to stop it moving or anything, and then to break it down and eventually to help digest it.
That's incredible, isn't it? Now, you go over here. How big can we actually get the prey? How big a...
Well, spiders will eat all sorts of insects, and they eat a hell of a lot of them.
Yeah.
But some spiders are large enough or clever enough to catch things like birds, even.
So they could actually
They can actually poison and trap or jump on and eat birds.
What would happen if you had a bite from this one?
Well, this is actually quite an interesting spider.
Okay.
It's, as soon as you approach it, it'll rear up in a defensive posture.
And what's it called?
And this is a Thailand black or bird-eating spider.
Now, I've got here, this is a special camera that I can get really close up to the spider there. It's called the Elmo camera, and get underneath. Look at that.
You can see right in there. You can actually see the fangs. Now it's attacking the camera.
He's going for it. He's going for the camera. Now, I'm going to pull it out just in case he gets too excited in there. That's amazing, isn't it? Now, another weapon that the spider's got in its arsenal is, of course, the web. How strong can the web get?
Well, webs can be very strong. This is the web of a spider called an aphylla, which we can see here. And if we actually tweak the web, it's here on the lid.
Right.
Let's knock him in there.
So there's the web in there. How strong is it?
Well, it's actually, thickness for thickness, as strong as steel. It's one of nature's strongest natural fibres.
And what is a web?
Well, web is actually a form of liquid protein.
Yeah.
And as it comes out of the back of a spider, two things called the spinnerets.
Yes.
It solidifies in contact with the air, and they can then use it to weave webs or...
And what do the webs do? They're just used to catch the victims, are they?
For a lot of spiders, yes. They do circular webs, funnel-shaped webs, all sorts of different devices and traps purely for catching their prey.
Now, they call it silk, don't they? What other things are the silk used for?
Well, it's for a great many things. Some spiders will use it as safety lines if they're starting to build a web in case they fall. Spiders actually build egg cases from it as well. This is the egg case of a large tarantula-type spider.
So it's a sort of nest?
It is, yeah. Tarantulas will make a nest, but also build egg cases. Now, a lot of young spiders, when they emerge from this egg case, they will climb an object, a branch or a blade of grass, let a very fine bit of silk come out of the spinnerets, the wind will catch it, and they will then fly away.
So they sort of use it as a parachute as well?
Really, as a way of dispersal, so
and
they can
what are
spread
these
further.
little things that we've got in here?
Those are the shed skins of the newly emerged baby spiders.
So that is a real baby spider's skin in there?
It certainly is.
That's brilliant,
all
isn't
spiders shed their skins as they grow, and this is the shed skin of a large tarantula.
I know, we're talking business now, aren't we? There's no tarantula in there?
No.
You sure?
It looks very much like a spider, but actually the biggest spider emerged from inside that shell.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's probably the most famous spider, isn't it, the tarantula? I think everyone's scared of it. But what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to prove that there's no reason to be scared of a tarantula. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bring on two volunteers. We've got 2 volunteers to come on. Here you go. You're braver than I am. And you come. Look at this. You're not scared of spiders, are you?
No.
Well, I hope not. I'll bring you around there. That's it. What's it feel like?
It's all right.
It's all right, is it? Well, I'll leave you to the spider there. Let's talk a bit about the tarantula. Where's it come from?
Well, they're from Central and South America. Most tropical countries will have some form of tarantula. You can actually see here very clearly underneath the mouth parts and fangs.
And what about those spinnerets that you were talking about?
Well, the spinnerets are at the rear of the spider at the abdomen, and they're here.
Yeah.
And if we're very
Can we
lucky,
get any out?
you can actually
Maybe if you can put it up against the black on my T-shirt there, you might be able to see
pull a bit of silk out. And for the tarantula, that's really only used for nest building because they're hunting spiders.
What would happen if you had a bite from him?
Very little, something like a bee sting. But most tarantulas are, in fact, quite a friendly spider.
OK, so, as proved here, we've got a friendly spider, friendly tarantula, but what about this one over here? From the most famous spider to the biggest.
This really is a monster, isn't it?
Look at
It's called a Goliath spider. It's one of the largest species in the world. I mean, this one isn't even fully grown.
And would you fancy a bite off that one?
Not at all, no.
What would it do?
Well, it'd probably make your arms swell up and hurt for a couple of days, but again, not really life-threatening.
OK, well, after all that, I think you deserve a cocktail. David, thank you very much
Thank
indeed.
you.
If you'd like to go over to our bar there, hang around for the rest of the morning. Well, it doesn't matter what you feel about spiders. I've got a couple of facts here for you. There are 30,000 species of spider in the world, and there's one new one discovered every year. Now, listen to this one. In 1 acre of British meadowland, there's likely to be 2 million spiders, and the British spider population of Great Britain eats the weight of insects equivalent to the total human population of Britain. That's food for thought, isn't it? One other thing, spiders are everywhere. In fact, they're probably watching Motormouth with you right now.
There we go. Kettle for you. Steve, have you got it?
Cheers, yeah.
Jack. And a loo for you.
Oh, thank you.
There
Good
we
luck,
go.
Alice, and have a good time.
Good luck.
Have a good time.
Yes.
See you later.
See you later. Bye. Bye.
You are wonderful. Really, you saved my life. I really underestimated your DIY skills and your incredible efficiency. When did you get time to go to a builder's yard?
That's great, boys. Thanks a lot. Now go and help yourself to another bacon sandwich. If you can find any bacon left. Now, we've got Belinda Carlisle, sneaky, suspicious health inspector who's not going to slip by me, and David Essex. Oh, I've been to Carlisle, but I've not been to Essex. Now.
Morning.
And you are?
David Essex.
Complete disaster. There is no toilet, there is no sink, there are no pipes. Everything's going down the pan.
Oh, Juliet, don't be such a drip.
Don't be such a drip. When Mr. Simpkins, the health and safety inspector, sees this room, he's just going to love it, isn't he? It's totally functional, it's safe, and it's healthy. He's going to love it so much he'll probably want to move in and live here.
I don't know what you're getting yourself in such a tiz for. Everything works properly.
Really, Millie? Millie, steady. Steady, Millie. Steady, steady. Steady, Millie, please, Millie.
So, you claim to be the alleged David Essex. Can you please tell me what was your first #1 hit?
Rock On.
Correct. And what is the name of your current single?
Tricky one. Africa You Shine.
Correct. And can you please quote the 32nd clause of the 1965 Health and Safety Act?
32nd. I know the 33rd.
No, it must be the 32nd.
No, I can't.
Well, David, it is you.
Yeah.
Sorry about all the security. Just go through to the studio there and someone will look after you. Thanks very much indeed. Thank you.
Hi. Max! I've just seen this guy in this incredibly obvious David Essex disguise. I bet it's the inspector.
No, that was David Essex.
Oh, how could you be so sure?
Because I've grilled him thoroughly and he is now the bearer of an official guest sticker.
Good thinking. Because if anyone sees what's going on in there, we are toast.
Don't worry. He won't slip past me no matter what disguise he's in.
Do you know what Millie thought he was going to show up
What?
in? She thought that he was going to have like a long black trench coat and like a black hat, black leather gloves, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, black leather gloves, yeah. Just like that.
It's not a real one, no. It's the shed skin of a spider. It's like a shell. Hang on. Watch this. There you go. Watch this. Steve!
Yeah?
Come here.
No!
There's someone that wants to meet you.
I don't care, I'm not coming out!
There's someone that wants to meet a big celebrity, Steve.
So what?
Oh, look, don't be silly. You've got to introduce the cartoon.
Oh, all right then. Pizza Cats is on.
Introduce it properly, please.
Samurai Pizza Cats is on now.
That's better. Here, Steve, have you seen this?
So, it gives us great pleasure to present you with this Motormouth pen.
That could be construed as a bribe.
Oh, Mr. Simpkins, look, let me call you, Mr. Simpkins. You see, the thing is, you really shouldn't be talking to us. We're not the people at all. You want Miss Nichols, Miss Juliet Nichols, and she's...
Very busy right now. She's in a very important meeting, and she won't be here for quite some time, I'm afraid. So, oh, and here she is. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
Is that him?
Who do you think it was? Belinda Carlisle?
Good luck.
Thank you. Mr. Simpkins, Juliet Nichols.
Health and Safety Officer Reginald GGF Simpkins at your pleasure.
GGF?
It stands for great-grandfather. It was my great-grandfather's name. Well, I'd like to start my inspection as soon as possible, miss.
Would you like a cup of tea?
No, thank you. I don't drink tea. It's the tannin. It makes me ruthless and dictatorial.
Well, actually, we're fresh out of tea.
I can smell dodgy plumbing.
Well, let's start in reception, shall we? Let's start at the very beginning.
That's a very good place to start.
When you read, you begin with ABC.
When you sing, you begin with do, re, P.
P?
P for pest. Pest pump? What are you doing at pest pump?
No, Mr. Simpkins. You see, this is le pest pump. It's a new kind of French hairspray for wet hair. So you spray it all over like this, and it stays the same all day. It's absolutely
What
marvellous.
about that one, Sleepy Bug?
Yes, Sleepy Bug. Yes, this is a new aromatherapeutic perfume, you see. If you're a little bit tense, like I tend to get sometimes, you just spray it all over like this, and it helps you relax.
Bugs go away quickly.
Yes, well...
Breath freshener?
Yes, exactly, breath freshener.
Well, go on then, freshen your breath with it.
Pardon? Right. Just brushed.
Rod, will you stop going on about rubber gloves? I'll get you some hand cream afterwards. No, polish it, use that duster. George, the hoover will not work on its own. You've got to push it backwards and forwards. Oh!
This is what we call in the Health and Safety Department a very naughty window.
Oh, yes, and I can promise you it'll be severely punished. This, however, is a very good window.
I can smell chip fat.
Oh, no, Victorian Rose.
That's £1.50, please, sir.
Thank you very much, miss.
Thank you.
I think I might like to continue my inspection now.
Yes, but I think you ought to take your top layer of clothing off first, Mr. Simpkins, because, because there are some vegetarians through there who might be a bit upset by your coat. Get these men out of here!
Oh, Max, hold on. Are there still any fleas left in the props room?
Well, I've done my best. The soles of my shoes are black with them, but they're still everywhere. Look, are the skiffle band in there or not?
Yes, they've just gone in.
How long are they going to be?
5 minutes or so, I don't know. Why?
Just go and look in the loo.
Music from Belinda Carlisle still to come on the programme this morning, but first music of an entirely different kind in the shape of the Street Entertainers of the Year, the Railtown Bottlers, who are a skiffle band. This is Matt. Matt, what is skiffle first?
Skiffle, Andy, is the English form of American jug band music.
I'm still none the wiser, I'm afraid. So what's American jug band music, then?
Well, American jug band music uses any type of instrumentation, i.e. you can use kitchen utensils to make any noise.
Saucepans, kettles and the like. You might want to join in at home a little bit later on. But first, you've got to introduce me to the rest of the band. Who's this?
Certainly. This is our gangling goalkeeper, Steve.
On saucepans. Hi, Steve.
Yeah.
Quick demo, please, if you'd be so kind. Easy as that. No, it's got to be worth a couple of 10p's for that, hasn't it? Yes. And who's this, then?
This is Henry on the tea chest bass.
Which you make quite simply,
Well, you get the tea chest, you get your mum's best broom piece of string.
Yeah, OK. 20p for that one, if
Thank
you
you.
like. Fine, yes, fine. And here on washboard, it would appear, is...
Our midfield dynamo, queen of the washboards, Alison Armstrong-Lee.
But no thimbles. I thought you'd have thimbles on your fingers.
No, they wear out the washboard too quickly, so I use plant stakes, 2 Jubilee clips.
Right, I could go. I'd love to, yeah. Can I
Yeah,
have a
but
go
you're
with
too
that?
good for this. You have to use the little trainee one.
Oh, a little trainee washboard for beginners. You stick to the washboard.
Yeah.
And finally, Matt.
Last but not least, our nippy winger, Oliver Fox, on flower, ring, water can and trumpet mouthpiece.
That's correct.
And a quick demo from you, sir. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Marvellous. But I noticed, in an astute kind of way, being the astute kind of chap that I am, that you're short of spoons play, and it just so happens I went to the canteen earlier, got some spoons. Any chance of a gig with the band, man?
Indeed.
Fine. Andy Crane, National TV Spoons debut. What are we going to play?
We're going to play The Janitor's Got His Broom Stuck in the Lift.
And you might want to join in at home if you know the words. All right, then, here we go.
Oh, well, the
janitor's got his broom stuck in the lift. Well, the janitor's got his broom stuck in the lift. The janitor's got his broom stuck. The janitor's got his broom stuck. The janitor's got his broom stuck in the lift. Singing, oh, cool, blimey, oh, cool, blimey, oh. Oh, cool, blimey, oh, cool, blimey, oh. Oh, cool, blimey, 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 oh. Spoon solo. Thank you. Marvellous. Street Entertainers of the Year, you must have won the title with these fine instruments then. Well,
why no, Andy? Actually, we won the title using those instruments that we made earlier.
You mean you've got real ones?
Oh, yes.
Well, we don't like to shortchange our viewers. Come on, we'll play the real instruments then, you bunch of cheapskates. And TVS bass, play the proper one. What song are you going to play?
We're going to play an original composition called Love Train.
Love Train, not the OJ's version, their own song. Street Entertainers of the Year, the Railtown Bottlers.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
My baby's leaving on the train. When will I see my love again? I know she's kissing and waving goodbye. I try my hardest not to cry, and it's through no fault of our own. I've got to leave my love alone. I am the part of that train. Well, my love train is late. Then the train's going to fall, and you should carry rest no more. And that gets you got to the bar. When the train's gone now, boy. Well, now my Saturday nights look fun. It seems I'm always out of breath. I'm missing half the conversation. I'm lost in anticipation. I'm waiting on a telephone. I've got to leave my love alone. My baby's leaving on the train. When will I see my love again? I know she's getting ready to fire. I try my hardest not to cry. And it's too no part of our own. I've got to leave my love alone. And it's too no part of our own. I've got to leave my love alone. And it's too no part of our own. I've got to leave my love alone.
Lionel Motormouth, the Railtown Bottlers, and that is Love Train. We have to take a quick break now, so you might want to go make yourself a cup of tea with the kettle, or alternatively, stick a mouthpiece in the kettle and play a tune on it. We'll see you in a bit.
I don't believe this. Attila, the health inspector, is here and somebody decides to gut the toilet. Oh, look, come and look at this. Have you seen this? A plastic chair with a hole cut in it and a belt for a flush. I bet Millie did this. She just thinks if you just, have an object that looks the same, it does the same thing. It's gonna be one of those days.
Come on, hurry up! You restless! Quickly! Come on, get it. Mr. Simpkins, do come in. I'm sorry we couldn't let you in before. It's just that the skiffle band were rehearsing in here.
May I remind you of the 1927 Health and Safety Act, Rule 4528, subsection 6035 B?
Yes.
And I quote, domestic premises must not be used for rehearsal purposes.
Aha! Reversal purposes. You see, they were reversing out of here with their JCB B-Day instrument into the rehearsal room.
Is it always as tidy as this?
Oh, yes, it's always as tidy as this.
Yes.
And one of the things I used to tidy it with is a hoover.
And a duster. And a bit of a flowery sort of leather duster. Oh, like that.
You're obviously a girl of uncommon intelligence.
Tomorrow night at 8:45, a brand new series of London's Burning starts. We've got the guys in. We've got Steve, who plays the part of Colin, Rupert, who plays the part of Malcolm, and Richard, who plays the part of Sick Note. Now, Steve, what's going to happen to Colin in the new series?
Well, I think there's a few surprises in store for him. I think in this series we see the growing up of Colin. He attempts to get a girlfriend and becomes a hero all in the same series.
Sounds exciting. And I hear there's a big stunt.
Yeah,
towards
watch
the end
out
of
for the last 2 episodes because something very big happens.
Watch out for that.
There
and also,
you go.
Richard, do you have to actually train with the fire brigade for this?
We did an abridged version of the London Fire Brigade full course when we started, and also spent time with a real watch at a fire station on our own.
So you really know what you're doing there.
Well, they're always on hand to tell us if we don't.
All right, well, let's have a look at part of the brand new series. Starts tomorrow night at 8:45. London's Burning.
Well, I'm standing for election, naturally. I've got a groundswell of public opinion behind me after my work on the city farm. It's time to stand up and be counted. We've got Europe tunnelling its way towards us with juggernauts and rabies. It's time to think forward, George. Time to think green.
I think whatever colour I like, and it's Mr. Green.
Well said, George. Each to his own.
What's all this rabies, anyway?
Hydrophobia. Animals carry it.
Yeah, get bitten by a green one, turns you into a monster raving loony.
Hang on, we haven't finished with you yet. Hold on.
Can't keep him here.
We haven't finished with you yet.
Sit down.
Now, the fellas are back in action again this afternoon over at Moat Park in Maidstone, Kent. What they're doing there is they're celebrating the 400th anniversary of the Kent Fire Brigade. Now, we'll be there because what they're going to be doing is they're going to be attempting a world record bucket chain. Now, what that is you're getting a line, you actually pass the bucket along. We want millions of people, and many as we can, to go along there. It's only £1 if you turn up, and you get one of these plastic hats, and you get yourself a certificate. We'll be there, so we'll see you there. Right, now, more food for thought. Samurai Pizza Cats.
Like a nice cup of tea in the morning.
Thank you, that was a lovely cup of tea. I feel much more ruthless and dictatorial now.
Oh dear.
Well, your catering facilities seem to be A-OK. I'd just like to see the toilet next, please.
Oh, well done, Millie. Yes, China's good for the carpet. We can't see the toilet because it's not there. There.
And I would like to see the rehearsal rooms, please,
Yes,
miss.
of course. Millie will entertain you. I saw a mouse.
Where?
There on the stair, going clippity clop on the stair. Right there.
Max, this is like a nightmare. Everything in the loo is gone.
Well, Millie, bless her. She sacrificed it to the skiffle band, you see, putting the item first and personal hygiene second.
Well, if Simpkins sees that, we'll all be down at the job centre on
I
Monday.
know. Well, what can Simpkins wants to see the loo.
Well, he can't.
It's wrecked.
Okay, well, he wants to see the rehearsal room.
What rehearsal room?
Exactly.
And if he sees in here, he'll have to be deloused afterwards.
Look, the way I see it is this.
Yes.
The loo is devastating.
Yeah.
The rehearsal room is non-existent.
Yeah.
This place is crawling with bugs.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's your problem because I've got to do the animation item right now.
Max is really beginning to bug me.
Look, Juliet, I know things are looking bleak, but I'm sure we can come up with a solution if we just put our heads together.
Well, it's worth a try.
Oh, God, Plummy, who'd be a plumber these days, missus?
That's it.
What?
It's crazy, but it just might work.
Oh,
What is going on in there, miss?
Nothing for you to worry about, Mr. Simpkins.
Well, I really must be getting on with my
and you
inspection
shall.
now.
Once I've done my hoovering, if you don't mind, Mr. Oh, please, Mr. Simpkins, there we go. Nice and clean.
I really
Excuse me,
must be-
Mr. Simpkins, if you don't mind, there we go. Nice and clean. Keep
I
the
really
place.
must be-
Excuse me, Mr. Simpkins, really nice and clean. We must...
Yeah, well, it's sort of teamwork, really, isn't it? Did you? Now, Steve Hughes, animator, is holding an animation class here at Motormouth this morning. It's sort of a workshop. Everyone's getting joined in here. Now, Steve was one of the people responsible for putting together the programme of films for next week's 25th Co-op Young People's Film and Video Festival. That's going to be happening in Bradford at the Museum of Photography. So if you can get to that, go and have a look. It's going to be good. Well, what we've got for you this morning is a clip from a couple of the animations. Now, there's been loads of different types, so we've got loads of them to show you. The first is by Ringmer Community College, and the technique is called claymation. This one is called Chainsaw Morph Meets a Yeg, and if you have a weak stomach, close your eyes. want to know what happens, go to Bradford. The next one is from Halesworth Middle School. It's called Gavin's Beauty, and it's computer animation where Prince Charming finds his Sleeping Beauty's a smoker. Fact there with the eyes, looks like Steve Johnson first thing in the morning. Goatby Road Play Centre produced Goatby Road. This is stop frame live action where everyone in the community project was involved. Have a look at this. That's excellent stuff there. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Chew Valley School did Princess and the Ivy. It was stop frame models. We join our prince and princess for a romantic kiss in the sunset.
As they rode off into the sunset, the prince carried her off and her.
It's like Gabby with her Chesney posters. Lookenhead Primary School produced Tonight's the Night. This is cutouts, and it's a clan on their way to make a revenge attack on another clan. This is in Gaelic.
I'm the meanest master of the lot because I had the worst temper and a sting in my tail.
Huh, me, the meanie greenie, has got to be the meanest with my spiky yellow blood-sucking teeth. No way, Jose. I'm the meanest much because my horrible pinchers can cut through even the toughest skin.
No way, I'm the meanest monster because I kill people with my double bummy knocker.
Good monsters. Edgar Wright produced I Want to Get Into the Movies. This is claymation, and this film won the Comic Relief Video Competition. It's about the difficulties of being disabled. This is very clever. Excellent selection of films there. Well worth a trip up to the Bradford Museum of Photography. That's next week. Now, what we're going to do is this morning we're going to continue with our animation workshop here, and a little later on we're going to have a look at the best of the animations that you sent in for us. See you in a minute.
Last time you fingered up and under. There we go. All done.
You do realise, of course, miss, that your vacuum cleaner was not plugged in?
Yes, I do, and that's because I'm very safety conscious. Do you realise how many accidents happen in the home each year with things that are plugged in?
Your intuitive grasp of health and safety procedures is astonishing. I'd like to see the toilet next, please.
No, you don't want to go in here. This is just the room we keep the Hoover in.
What is going on in the loo, and what are you doing?
No time to explain.
Help!
Simpkins is outside! Simpkins is outside! Simpkins is... I'll deal with it. Ah, Mr. Simpkins. Yes, having a look around on your own. Good. Shows initiative. Would you like to see the rehearsal facilities now?
Yes, young man. I would like that very much.
Just here. Right through, this way.
So I keep my broken heart in a bottle since the day that you walked out of my life. What you drinking, what you got? I've got loving on the rocks till I drink myself back into your life.
We've already spoken to the Skiffle Band this morning on Motormouth. Time now to talk to Belinda Carlisle. Good morning once again.
Good morning.
Your fourth solo album out very shortly. What's the music like? Describe it to us.
Well, it's similar to, you know, the stuff I've done in the past. It's a little bit more upbeat.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. But you're happy with it?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And that's out when?
October 14th.
So we'll look forward to that.
Great.
But you still have time to do stuff for Greenpeace and animals?
I do as much as I can.
That's brilliant. Well, if you'd like to wander over there and take your place, I will tell you that the new single has the same title as the album. It's called Live Your Life, Be Free. And if Belinda's got herself over to the other side of the studio, which she has now, we can watch her performing the brand new song live on Motormouth. Belinda Carlisle, Live Your Life, Be Free. The new single from Belinda Carlisle. That's called Live Your Life, Be Free, and that's the title track of the brand new album. After the break on Motormouth, Gabby talks to Gary Lineker. Thank you, Steve.
Welcome back to Motormouth, and it's nice to see Liz and Andrew again. They were our competition winners, and they won a prize to go along and meet Gary Lineker at his press conference for his brand new video, Fitness for Football. And as it says here, nobody ever got to the top without practice, so says Gary. They wrote something for the Motormouth newspaper, and there's a picture of all of us with Gary Lineker. We actually had a good day, didn't we? Yeah. Go on, stand up. This is what he got for his birthday from his dad. I interviewed Gary Lineker. Looks good. Happy birthday as well for last Thursday. And you had a good time, didn't you?
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Yeah, a few tears because she was very excited about it all. Anyway, let's have a look now what happened. They had a great day. Unfortunately, Gabby got a little bit lost, as you'll see.
Hi guys, I'm Gary Lineker.
Hi, Liz from Motormouth.
Pleased to meet you.
Andrew from Motormouth.
How are you? Okay. You got some questions for me?
Yep. First one, what are your feelings towards women's football?
Well, I think it's improving. I've seen 1 or 2 women's games myself. A lot of people perhaps don't like women playing. I don't see any reason why they shouldn't, as long as they enjoy it. And I know they're getting better.
Gary! Gary! Whoa! If you could have starred in any film, which one would it have been? Which part would you have played and why?
Well, I think I'd like to have played a hero. I don't know. Difficult question, that. Superman would have been good, wouldn't it?
Why would you have wanted to play Superman?
Quite fancy flying, I think. That'd be nice. And I'd get on the end of a few diving headers that way, wouldn't it?
Gary! Gary! I'm an 11-year-old boy just starting the secondary school. What were your ambitions at my age? Did you enjoy your school days?
I enjoyed my football at school. My ambitions when I was a schoolboy, when I was 11 years old, were just as they are now, to be a footballer and to get right to the top. I never really thought I would, but I've been very lucky. And also, I played cricket in the summer. I didn't really mind whether I was going to be a footballer or a cricketer.
Gary! Would you encourage your children to follow in your footballing footsteps, even if it's a girl?
Well, I think whatever they want to do. I don't know what I'm going to get yet. It's not very long now, but I don't mind. It can do whatever it wants, whether it wants to be a footballer, cricketer, musician, anything.
Either way.
I shall encourage whatever it wants to do.
Gary! Do you prefer being a lone striker or working in a partnership?
Well, it's not so hard work if you've got somebody alongside you to help, and I think it's easier because when you're up there on your own, you have to from one side of the field to the other all day, and it's really hard work. But if you've got somebody up there to share the workload, it helps.
Are you enjoying it with Gordon Jury?
It's going very well at the moment. Yeah, he's settled in very well, and the partnership so far so good.
Gary Lineker! What are your 3 favourite possessions?
3 favourite possessions? Well, I've got a lucky mascot actually that I take to all the games. It's just a fluffy toy that not too many people know about actually, because I keep it hidden in my bag because the boys would take the mickey out of me if they found it. So that's always been lucky for me. My football boots, I've got to count them, haven't I? Where would I be without my boots? And how about my captain's armband for England? That's the biggest thrill of all, captaining your country.
Gary! Do you have any phobias?
I'm scared of heights, actually. I go all wobbly when I get on the top of buildings and things, yeah.
Gary! Gary! Gary!
Who's this?
Gary!
I thought I'd never find you. This has been ridiculous. Oh, Gary Lineker, Liz and Andrew, they're here to interview you.
We've done it. We've finished.
What do you mean you've done it?
We've done the interview. They were great.
Gary, we better go now. It's time to move on.
Okay, sorry. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for waiting. Back to Motormouth. believe it.
These musical instruments seem a bit dodgy to me.
Yes, you know, modern musicians with their synthesizers and so on, very confusing.
So what would these be?
Ah, we're very proud of these. These are our soundproof booths for soundproof rehearsing. Do you dabble in show business, Mr. Simpkins?
I am a member of the Health and Safety Department Barbershop Quartet. We sing songs on the theme of health and safety and four-part harmony at church fetes.
Oh, that's marvelous. You know,
You sure this isn't a toilet?
No, no.
Good. Because as a rehearsal room, it doesn't contravene any of the health and safety regulations. But if this was a toilet, you would be in serious trouble, matey.
And thanks very much for the souvenirs.
That's all right. I don't know what you're going to do with all this stuff, though.
Well, you never know when an avocado and magnolia three-piece will come in handy.
Millie Damax, do you read me? Over!
Don't be so stupid, Millie.
Sorry. Are you ready for it?
Yes, I'm ready.
He's ready. Here we go. Got it. Oh, how's it looking?
Looks marvellous.
Right.
Why are we whispering?
Because it's a secret, Max.
David Essex is here in the studio this morning. I'm pleased you made it here this morning. Now, David, we're not going to talk about the fact that you've sold 2.5 million copies of one single alone, or the fact you've been in Evita, or Stardust, or Godspell, or the fact that you're a superstar. We're going to talk about the fact that you're an ambassador for the VSO, and you're going over to Africa to teach.
That's the plan, yes.
How did that come about?
Well, I've got the great honour, as you said, to be ambassador of VSO, Voluntary Service Overseas, which is an organisation which really is excellent because it helps people in the developing world to help themselves. They send out people with varied skills and they pass on those skills to a counterpart in 48 countries throughout the world. I was in Uganda and they said, would I come back and teach drama and music?
You left out football, though.
And football, yeah.
How come you're teaching football, David?
Well, football, I used to play for West Ham Boys. In fact, I was playing cricket with Gary Lineker last Saturday. And since the Cameroons did so well in the World Cup, there's great interest in Africa in football. So all the Friday afternoon lessons, like music, drama and football, yeah.
Oh, it sounds great stuff. But you've actually been over to Uganda already.
Yes.
And you brought some slides back to show us. So, Rag, if you could pull down the blind, please, Rag.
Thanks, Rag. Well done.
Slick work. Eh? Right, let's have a look at the first one.
Right. The first one is some guys, you see, you've got to understand, in these countries, it's very important to utilise everything. So car springs are actually here being forged to be made into tools like chisels and planes and so on. That's me having a go with an hammer. I wasn't very good at it.
Dead macho, though, David.
Yeah, it's a heavy hammer. I nearly hit the man with a hat twice.
I'm pleased you didn't. And the next one is a picture of the final tool, is it?
That's right. That's the students there making the tools, utilising the car springs as metal blades in the planes and so on, because it's much cheaper, obviously, to make your own tools than to buy them in. So that's a volunteer there, Christian, who's teaching them how to do that.
Right, and the last picture of this from Ginger, this is
That's school dinners, kids, we think. You like that?
No, not bad, eh?
Yeah, that's a concoction of maize. I never actually tried that. I did have a mix around with it. I had some goat curry, which was...
What did goat curry taste like?
Like goat curry.
Stupid question, eh, Gabby? Right, let's have a look at the next lot of slides. Well, there we are. Who are
Well,
they?
this is the sort of Parents Teachers Association. These are the mothers of a school I went to visit. And they're very clever because instead of jumble cells and things like that, what they do is make baskets and different bedspreads and things which they sell, which helps to finance the school. Yeah, they are making the baskets. It's a very self-contained unit. The kids learn agriculture by growing things and then they eat what they grow. They keep chickens and so on. So it's all self-contained.
And the last picture of all the pupils from the school.
Yeah, the marvellous kids. They gave me a great welcome and a great farewell. And as I say, it was a very emotive trip for me, Uganda.
Do you think something that they actually teach us things, as well as us going over there and being able to help them, they actually teach us a lot?
They do. I mean, it's time and time again I hear from the volunteers, although they've gone to teach, how much they've learned. And I must say, making my world music album on my travels, I learned so much from the musicians, yes.
Well, you just talked about your album. Do you want to just tell us about it?
Well, it's a world music album, which I've recorded musicians in the developing world and their music. all different countries. It's coming out in November. It's called Under Different Skies, and I think for the uninitiated, it's a great introduction to world music, which is very interesting.
And also the money from the single goes to help VSO?
Yes, yeah, for the viewers out there, every time you buy Africa You Shine, it helps a great deal. It gives money straight to VSO and all the worthwhile work that they're doing there.
Great,
yes.
David, thank you very much. You just mentioned it. Let's have a look at it now. It's Africa You Shine, David Essex's brand new video.
So, Mr. Simpkins, what is the verdict?
Well, I've nearly completed my inspection and almost filled out my form.
Oh, and may I say what neat writing you have there?
Yes, neat writing is close to godliness, in my opinion.
Yes.
True. Just a couple of small things, nothing too serious, I'd like to draw your attention to. Bits of fluff on your skirting boards in the corridor.
Yes, I noticed that.
Not a problem at the moment, but should the little bits of fluff turn into 12-foot tall balls of fluff that chase you down the corridor, that could be dangerous.
Of course, I'll neutralise the fluff immediately.
Drips on your washing up liquid bottle. If a small child should ride their tricycle up the side of the washing up bottle, they could go into a desk skid. So don't come crying to me.
Right, I'll look after that one, Mr. Simpkins.
Well, finally, all I need to do is see the lavatory now.
Right.
Yes,
Well, it's
oh, my arm! Ow, is your arm okay?
I'll show you. How are the facilities? Oh, the facilities are great. Marvellous. They're great. Bye, David. Nice to meet you.
Bye, David.
Bye-bye.
Well, if you just...
Nice to meet you.
You'd like to...
Inspector.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Simpkins.
Oh, what is clause 32? What is that one?
32. Oh, now you've got me there, David. You've got me there.
Thanks,
Goes on
David.
the use of the facility.
So,
Magic.
if you'd like to come through to the loo now?
Yes. But this is where the stupid girl said you stored the vacuum cleaner.
Yes, she's barking mad.
She's insane.
We like to keep it spotless.
Max, on the other hand, is completely normal.
Animator Steve Hughes has been holding an animation workshop throughout the morning at Motormouth, and everyone's been beavering away here with their drawings. Steve, what have you got for us then? Put them all together, and what does it look like?
Here we have 30 seconds of
there
animation.
It goes. It's okay, Justin. How many pictures did you do?
About 6.
Look, there's
What about
yours.
you, Tracy?
About 6.
How many altogether on
There's
this,
great.
Steve?
Hundreds.
Is this the sort of thing that'll be going on at Bradford next week then?
It is, yes. Workshops and screenings on Friday and Saturday. A good idea to phone the museum in Bradford, the Photography Museum, if you're thinking of going along.
Excellent stuff.
Mine.
See what you can do there with a little bit of hardware. Great. Thanks very much then, Steve. Thanks very much for that. Hang round and enjoy yourself, have a cocktail or whatever. Okay. Now, if you remember last week, I asked you to send in your drawings and we would animate the best one. Well, we thought the best one came in from Thomas Reed, and his animation is now called Gunfight. Well done, Thomas. It must be freaky to see your drawings animated like that. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to send you a video copy of it and a Motormouth goodie pack. Now, if you want to get involved with next year's Young People's Film and Video Festival, then write to this address. The address is the Co-op Young People's Film and Video Festival, 78 to 102 The Broadway, Stratford, London, E15 1NL, or you can phone the number that is on your screen now. I'll give you the address quickly again. It's Co-op Young People's Film and Video Festival, 78 to 102 The Broadway, Stratford, London, E15 1NL. And you might find one of your films animated next year. Now then, it's time for Finders Keepers, Celebrity Finders Keepers. Will you stop doing that? You do that to me every week. What's wrong?
These are me sacks of mail, you know, from all me fans, you know. And look at this.
Well, you're not a celebrity. What are you talking about? I am a celebrity.
No,
you need one of these,
I thought we were going to do two letters on that. Hey, time for Celebrity Finders Keepers, including Timmy Mallet.
Look, I am.
The owner of the Finders Keepers house, Neil Buchanan.
And down we go. Wow. Thank you. Hello there, welcome to a very special Celebrity Finders Keepers. This is, of course, the house where you can do all those things that you can't actually do at home. Well, that's because it's our house. Whose house? Yeah, we get the message, I think. Special celebrity finders keepers today. There's 2 smashing celebrities to introduce you to. But first, I'm going to bring on the leaders of their teams. Let's introduce you to the leaders of the green and yellow team. On you come. There you are, the leaders of the celebrity teams. These are the bosses. What's your name, please?
Eleanor.
You're Eleanor, and you are?
Liam.
And where are you from, Liam?
Dartford.
You're from Dartford. Now, listen, what do you get up to in your spare time in Dartford?
Oh, lots of things, really.
Got any hobbies, any special hobbies that might help you out today? Are you sporty or anything?
No.
You're not?
I like pottery.
You like pottery? Well, we've got loads of pots here. The problem is they're all broken. So you'll enjoy that today. What about you? Have you got any special hobbies?
Do dancing.
Oh, you do dancing, do you?
Yeah.
Shall I ask her? Yeah! What type of dancing can you do?
Oh.
OK, can you give us a quick one, then? Yes! Excellent. What's that one called?
It's a pick-up time step.
A pick-up time step. Well, I think you'll be doing that all over the house today. But will the celebrities? Well, we'll soon find out. Let's bring them on. We have Timmy Mallet and Sonia! I knew this was going to be trouble. I don't know why I invited him in the first place. Are you going to behave yourself today?
Am I going to behave myself? No!
Hold on, hang on a second, hold on. Yes? Oh, what? Something has gone terribly wrong here.
What's the matter?
I thought you were bringing Sonia.
This is Sonia, this is my Auntie Sonia!
Oh.
Don't be like that! My Auntie Sonia's utterly brilliant, aren't you, Auntie?
I thought you were going to be bringing Sonia the singer.
No, this is... Well, she can sing, and Sonia will now sing for you. What are you going to sing, Sonia?
I can't sing.
Do Bar Bar Black Sheep, off you go. Here we go, come on, Sonia, off you go. Bar Bar Black Sheep, go.
Bar, bar, black sheep, have you any wool?
Yes, sir, 3 bags full. Number 1! Give her a round of applause!
Give her a round of applause. Now listen, you haven't brought that Pinky Punky today. I don't want him on the...
No.
Good. Tell me about when you were a bit younger. What was your bedroom like? Because you've seen my rooms here.
Yeah, well, it sort of had a bed in it.
Yeah.
And a door, and you open the door, and you go in, and you go inside, and there's a fantastic den. And inside there's all this
Was it a mess, I mean? Tell me what was in there. What did it look like?
Would my bedroom ever be a mess?
Yes, it would.
Oh, no, it wouldn't.
Hold on. The panto season is well over. Now, Auntie Sonia, what about your bedroom? Did you have pictures of Timmy all over the place?
Brilliant, same as Timmy's.
And were you a midnight feaster? Did you have...
toast in bed.
Toast? Ooh, must be a bit crispy and crunchy.
Lovely.
Well, listen, what I'm going to do at this point is send you teams off. Go and get ready in your first room.
Right.
Off you go. No trouble from you today. Auntie Sonia, indeed. That's it. Go off into your first room. You're that way. Why did I bother? It's a nightmare. Right, here's the rules for Celebrity Finders Keepers. Very simple. I've given each team 4 rooms. So Timmy's team have got 4, and Auntie Sonia's team have got 4. They've got 2 minutes in which to raid all of them and find the objects. It'll tell on them where to go next, and I'll be with them all the way with the clues. If they can't find a clue, well, they can pass and go back to it later. The winner is the team who finds the most objects. So let's go and play Celebrity Finders Keepers. Come on. Right, Auntie Sonia. Can you believe this? Auntie Sonia and Liam, here's your first clue, right? You know the rules. Don't get snookered. Find a 3-cornered way to keep the Reds at bay.
Triangle.
Steve thinks it's a triangle. He thinks it's a triangle. Go and raid the rooms. You've got 2 minutes to do it. 2 minutes in which to do it. It could be anywhere. Look absolutely anywhere, Auntie Sonia. You've already knocked over the file there. I noticed you've knocked over the file. It could be anywhere. Oh, hang on, Auntie Sonia's got it. It says on it, go to the kids' bedroom. Let's go. You've got 1 room. Come on. Up here. Come on there. Liam and Auntie Sonia, you're doing very well here. OK, here's your clue. Take it on the chin and box clever. Take it on the chin. Boxing gloves. She thinks it's a raid. Find out. Look absolutely everywhere. Look at this. Auntie Sonia getting stuck in here. You're enjoying this, aren't you, Auntie Sonia? She's always wanted to do this, she told me. It could be anywhere. Look behind things, look in front of things, look at the side of things. There it is. It's a boxing glove. You've got it. It says on it, go to Mum and Dad's room. Let's go. Go. Straight across. Mum and Dad's room. The most man's room in the world that Auntie Sonia's only ever been in once. Here we go. Mum uses this to take the shine off her nose. Mum uses it powder, but she knows the routine. She knows the routine. Could be anywhere, look high and low. Could be in the room. Oh! Could be in the bed. Could be in the box. Could be absolutely anywhere. It could be anywhere. Get up here. It could be in the box. There's boxes everywhere. Look high and low. There's another box down there. There's boxes everywhere. You're looking for a particle. Is it in there? It's a particle. Go to the living room. Let's go. Auntie Sonia, come on, Liam. Here's your clue. This wooden horse will set you rocking. You've got 15 seconds. This wooden horse will set you rocking. He thinks it's a rocking horse. It could be anywhere. The sort of thing you use to play when you're playing records. It could be. He's got it. Stop the... The whole room's blowing up there. I think Auntie Sonia's teeth are falling out. It was a rocking horse. Well done, Liam. The yellows get 4 out of 4. Yes. Let's go join the greens. Come on. Well done. Sit down. Have a seat.
Greens, greens. Best of teams. Yellows, yellows. Dirty fellas. Give me 5. 10.
Tactics.
Hey, oh.
Look, you've got some going to go. They got 4 rooms. You've got to get 4 out of 4 now to even draw level with them. Here's your first clue. It'll drive you cuckoo if you tell the time by this.
Cuckoo clock.
That's it. Go for it. Raid the room. You've got 2 minutes. It'll drive you cuckoo. You were very warm. Yes, you're very warm. Yeah, it is. What does it say on it?
It says
go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. This way, Timmy. This way. Okay, here's the clue. Sit down, I'll tell you the clue. Sit down here, I'll tell you the clue. This is not a friendly fish. It's not a friendly fish. Raid the room.
It's a shark!
Yes, it's a shark. He thinks it's a shark. Could be anywhere. Could be in the back.
You said you were going to bring
Pussy.
Mr. Mallet, can I go to the toilet?
He said
You're in the toilet now!
He said you weren't going to bring him. This is not a friendly fish. We found it. We found it. Ellen's found it. It's a shark. It says go to the fantasy room that way. Straight across. Right, here's your clue, we're at the beach.
Yes.
Bang it in a roll for a dog that won't bark.
Hot dog.
Hot dog. Raid the room, try and find it. Pinky Poo. You said you weren't going to bring him. I know.
Oh! Yes!
Bang it in a roll for a dog that won't bark. Could be anywhere.
Oh! No!
I think it could be absolutely anywhere. I was relaxing on here before.
Yes!
I said go to the kitchen. Go to the kitchen, down you go. Here's your last clue. Your last clue is keep your drinks hot on your picnic. Keep your drinks hot on your picnic.
An ice box!
You've got 30 seconds to get this. What's your drinks hot on your picnic? Look everywhere. Timmy, right up there. Could be in there. There again, it might be in there. It could be anywhere. Come on, Eleanor. Come on, Eleanor. It could be anywhere. It could be absolutely anywhere. You've got about 10 seconds. You're looking for a third. You're looking for... This is race 4. What is it? Get it! Stop the clock! Stop the clock! Eleanor actually got it on 0. Oh! Eleanor actually got it, so you've got 4 rooms. 3 yellows, in you come.
Not what
in you come. In you yellows. Now listen, they got 4 rooms each, 4 rooms each. But yellows got it in a quicker time. Yeah. So I'm going to say yellows are the winners! What's the prize, Jeremy?
Yes, Neil, today's runner-up will take home a personal stereo and the Finders Keepers goodie pack, including the new Finders Keepers board game. Today's winner has won this brilliant mini TV, plus, of course, a Finders Keepers goodie pack.
Well, that's a brilliant prize. That's a brilliant prize, and that's what I call just dessert. Much thanks to Eleanor and Liam. Of course, to Timmy, and of course, to Timmy's Auntie Sonia.
Yay!
Nice round of applause. See you next time on Celebrity Finders Keepers.
Simpkins, I'll make a nice space for you here.
Do you mind holding my gloves?
Yes, of course, and here's a lovely new pen for you.
Just filling your certificate. Congratulations, the backstage area is in excellent condition. A young bunch of you people have done very well indeed.
Thank you so much.
We'll sign it for you.
Lovely.
I haven't finished yet.
Oh.
There you go.
Is that a pass or a fail?
You have passed with flying colours.
Oh, Mr.
Congratulations.
Simpkins, you've made me a very happy administrator. It's lovely to have met you, and have a safe journey home.
It's been a pleasure meeting you, miss.
Yes, and you. Thank you. Goodbye. It's been a pleasure meeting you. About as pleasurable as having 5 teeth pulled out at the same time.
Out of here with singing, dancing.
You did very well,
It's worth
Millie.
a try, but I'm
All
sure
right.
he didn't buy it, you know?
Oh.
I can see in his eyes.
Everything will be all right.
Right. Mr. Simpkins is left, and we passed! Yeah!
What are you doing with his gloves?
Oh, there they are. You I dropped them somewhere. What a charming bunch of young people you are.
Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't know he was still there.
It's absolutely awful.
Could I use your lavatory before I go?
Thanks very much indeed for watching the programme this week. Hope you enjoyed it. More the same next week, including live music from Liverpool's finest, the River City People.
And we got Marillion and Finders Keepers.
I'll be driving this lot up the wall.
Just
And we're going to see what happened when... Oh, excuse me while I choke. What happened when went along to see the baby gorillas. And also these 3 guys, which they're hiding behind here, we're going to be along with them in 15 minutes to Moat Park to do the record-breaking bucket chain. Is that right?
See you there. We've also
Samurai Pizza Cat.
Samurai Pizza Cats as well, but we'll leave you this week with Belinda Carlisle, who's over there ready to perform a single. What's it called? Heaven is a Place on Earth?
Yes, it is.
Oh, you know what it's worth. Oh,
heaven is a place on earth.
She sings it better than any of us lot.
We'll see you next week. It's Belinda. Bye-bye.